I am not having a good week this week. The weather has gone from summer to winter and nothing in between. It's gone from lovely and sunny to rain, sideways wind, thunder, lightning, and temperatures have dropped to like 16 degrees. And I'm looking outside at the moment and it's windy and it's just constant rain, and that's why I'm in this jumper dressing gown over two jumpers I'm already wearing, and why I have made my first coffee of the year. I do not do well in colder temperatures. It's not good for my creativity, so I am really struggling this week. I don't think I'm going to get anything done at all. I have other work, other jobs to do which don't involve creativity, which will get me out and doing stuff, but ain't nothing happening this week. And next week I'm going to be away, so I'm already feeling like I'm winding down and I've just completely shut down to work now. This is not good. This is why I try and focus as much as my work into spring and summer as I can, because when the weather changes, if we had a really nice autumn, if we were having like lovely sunny days, even if it wasn't that warm, if the sun was out and you could feel the sun coming in the windows, it's enough to give me that energy. But yeah, this is going to be a very unproductive rest of September. I'm recording this today on September the 15th, and this week I am packing to go away. I wanted to tidy up in here before I go, so I don't want to do too many new projects. I want all the current projects done so that I can come back to a clean slate and start again. And yeah, coupled with this awful weather, I am just not in the mood for it. This is not good at all. It's really frustrating because the majority of my work week is geared around me making stuff at home and running that aspect of business from home rather than going out. So it means that if I've shut down creatively, it means that I have a lot of time not doing stuff. So I have to create the work to stay busy. So today I have been editing videos as I record. So sometimes on my other channel I do the day in the life, week in the life videos, and they're quite long. So I will record the bits of video and I will upload them as I go and edit as I go, so that I don't have to do the whole thing at one go at the end, because then it takes forever. So I've been doing some of that today. I've been doing some admin, writing next month's newsletter, doing some little tweaks to websites and things, trying to make some Instagram reels, which I was doing at the weekend because this weather's not been good for days now. So maybe focusing more on computer-based stuff that I can do that is for the business and is more marketing related, really, which is good because I need to do more of that now. And now that I'm not making stuff because I just don't have the mental energy for it, I can focus on doing the admin stuff, which I still seem to be able to do. It's the physical creation of things here in the studio here that I struggle with, but I can keep doing admin and all that sort of thing. So I'm going to focus on that, catch up on some of that. One thing that I haven't done this year, which is really, really late for me, I haven't done my tax assessment yet. So in previous years, so a few years ago, I used to be on working tax credits, and in order to get your tax credits renewed, and they used to renew it once a year, which would be in the June, you would have to have your tax assessment done, and they would pick up from the system where you had submitted your tax assessment, and they'd use that to base your claim on. So I'd have to have it done by June if I wanted to get that in. So that was fine. And then I just spilled coffee down my front. That's a good start there. And then after working tax credits was changed to universal credit, so for that first year I had to do it as well to make sure everything was up to date. Now I don't have any incentive because I don't have any of those things, so there's nothing to stop me letting things slide, and boy, have things slid. I'm not going to get my tax assessment done before I go away. Most of my paperwork is done because I am very careful to manage my spreadsheets throughout the year so that everything is catalogued. Every bit of money coming in, every bit of money going out that needs to be put into a tax assessment is already there. I don't even bother to look at the paperwork. I have an envelope for each month, and every receipt goes and every invoice goes into the envelope. And at the end of the month, I put that that envelope away and I pull out the next one. So everything goes straight in. Anything that's not on there is invoices that I have made but not printed out. So the paperwork all exists, and unless they want to do an investigation into me, and then I have to pull out some more paperwork. But generally everything ticks along. So I don't need to do very much to get it online. I just need to get my spreadsheet out, just double check that all the formulas are set up properly so it's adding up correctly, and then I can go in and do my tax assessment. So it won't take long. So I'm going to make that an October job for when I get back, I think. I'm not really going to have time when I go away. I'm only going away for a week, and I think I only have 2 days while I'm away where I'm at leisure. It's quite a busy week because it's my mum's 80th, so we have the birthday and then we have a meal out at the weekend when everyone else is available. So, and I'm also meeting my old school friend who I always meet when I go down there. So 3 days are already taken up. I have the day where I have to go and pick up the cake, so I'm going to be busy that day. So that leaves me with 2 days where I'm just at leisure, and I'm just going to be at leisure, I think. I'm just going to... There are some jobs that my dad wants me to help them with when I'm down, provided the weather's not like this, because they're gardening and things like that. So hopefully I can get all that done. So I'm not going to take any work with me. I'm going to keep monitoring like emails and the website and things like that, but I'm going to do no worky based stuff when I'm down there. I'm literally going to take the week. When I last went down there, which was in July and August, and they were away, so I was house sitting, so I was able to set up my own little craft studio in one of their rooms, and I just worked my way through the whole 3 weeks I was down there, really. And I'm not going to do that this time. This will be my first week where I have not done anything. Because normally I take something to do or whatever, but if the weather's going to be like this, I'm not going to be interested in it, and I'm not going to have the time because I'm only going to be gone a week. So that means I'll be back at the end of September, and then I'm going to make a list while I'm away of things I must get done when I get back, and I need to give myself a good kick up the backside, especially with the self-assessment. That there's no excuse for me not to have done that yet. Coffee. Don't often have coffee. Give me a little kick in the afternoon to hopefully get something else done this afternoon. I'm just waiting for a video to upload to YouTube. It takes ages because I only have 4G, not Wi-Fi. So I'm off doing this, recording this update. So yeah, so there's not much to report really. Everything that I have shown you so far I think is now available in the shop. I've upgraded some of my candle jars into crafter jars with pin cushions, so go and have a look and see what's on there. I don't think there's very much outstanding. I have a few things that I still need to finish, a few things I haven't yet started, but I'm going to save that. I'm not going to get that done this week. You got no chance. And then hopefully, what I'm hoping is that we might have a really naff September, but then October becomes a nice month. We've had some lovely Octobers in the past. This time last year, I went car camping for 2 nights. One night, I can't remember where the other night was, but one night was at Morecambe Bay. And it was the most gorgeous weather ever. And I was walking down the beach, and I've got a t-shirt on, and it was gloriously hot and sunny. It was absolutely magical. And this time, you can't even see to the end of the street. It's so wet and windy and overcast. It's horrible. So it's a bit of a naff update. I know I'm not the only one who struggles with the weather, particularly when you're creative and that weather helps boost your creativity and your inspiration. It's hard to get creative and happy when it's absolutely piddling down outside, and you can hear it lashing against the windows. I've still got most of my windows on vent because I like to get the fresh air in, but I think I'm going to have to start shutting a couple of them because this is not good. This is not good at all. I really want to have a massive declutter of the studio because it's really crazy at the moment. I've just got no room. I need stuff to go. Everything I have is useful. There's nothing that's just lying around because it serves no purpose. It's just there isn't a lot of room. This is the problem. And because this used to be for making clothes, and now it's making clothes, it's for jewellery, it's for homewares, it's for all the other things. So I'm struggling to be able to fit all these different things into one room. So I need to sell them. Anyway, oh dear. So those of you who are also creatives out there, and I know there's quite a few of you, how do you deal with winter? I read some, I think it was earlier this year or maybe even last year, I read articles about people who live in countries where in the winter it is predominantly dark. Places like Iceland and places like that, where they just embrace winter in a different way. And instead of fighting against it and trying to force themselves to be productive, go outside, all that sort of thing, they just go with it and they use it as a downtime to reevaluate and just reset their brains. Now, autumn shouldn't be like this. You know, it's one thing kind of having downtime through winter, which is obviously a lot colder and a lot darker. But then, of course, you have the oncoming of spring and you can feel your energies start to rise because you know it's coming. But 2 whole seasons of being unproductive is not great. So I need autumn to change. I need autumn to not be this wet. All of September, we are 2 weeks into September now, and pretty much all of September has been rain. We've had lots of thunder and lightning as well. And I can't even go out on the days where I don't have any other commitments and go out and hike because you can't hike in this. It's too dangerous, too wet, too cold, and I don't want to get blown off a hillside. So I can't even get out and do that. I desperately want to go out and hike. I haven't been out since probably July because the end of July and a lot of August was taken up with house sitting and things like that. So it's not like I can divert my attentions into something else because the other things I would do are also are outside. So how do you manage this? Do you just admit defeat and say, right, you know, I'm like me, I'm just going to start focusing on admin and doing other things that I've put aside because I was enjoying being creative instead? What are your tips for getting through the colder, darker seasons when you want to be productive but your brain just says, nah, not doing it, nah? Because that's what my brain's doing, and it's so hard to fight. It's just impossible to fight. So that's my thoughts on, and it's not even winter yet. That's the awful thing. We're only in the middle of September and it's just abysmal out there. I don't even want to go outside. It's just awful. And you can't even keep a brolly up, it's so windy. So you can't even stay dry if you go out. Oh, save me. Save me from British winters. I mean, I've had enough of them. I should know how it goes by now. Anyway, yes, do send me your tips on how you deal with it, on what you do instead, maybe. I mean, I know some people thrive in winter as much as anything. My best friend loves the winter. It's her favourite season. She hates the heat and the sun. And so she works just as well or better when it gets colder like it is now. But I know that isn't for probably most people who, like me, need that vitamin D to be focused and energetic and have brain energy. And yeah, so do drop your comments on how you cope or don't cope. It may be that you don't cope at all. I take my vitamin D and it helped last winter. I got very, very productive in January. Started at the end of December. In January, making the decoupage section. And maybe the enthusiasm was there because it was something new. I don't know if it's going to work this year because I've swelled the numbers So I think I probably need to focus on trying to make the sales now. Let's focus on trying to get products out there and seen in time for that season of the year which is coming, which begins with C. I'm not supposed to mention it yet, it's too early still, too early. Although I have already seen adverts for it. Yeah, that's it. Gee, my brain just doesn't work. This coffee I don't think is going to work. Right, so I'm going to get back to my admin and try and do something productive with the rest of my day. I've only got about 2 hours till dinner. And then I can start hunkering down for the evening because it's going to get dark really quick today. Anyway, so that's my not very productive update. This is the struggle of being a creative working at home. There's not even a nice cosy studio I can go to. It's like here. I'm here already, always. Maybe start banking up ideas for next year. I can have a little brainstorm on Pinterest and decide what my next batch of things is going to be next year. What am I going to focus on? I've had a few ideas from people watching my YouTube channel on other things that I can do to incorporate new ideas into what I already do, and I think those are good ideas. I just need to find the brain energy to do them. So that's it. I'm off. I'm going to go back to my coffee and back to my laptop and try and do something useful. Thank you for watching. That's not very productive, I know, but it's the way it is, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.